I've got the main battery back in the bus. I cleared a path so I can get the truck in. The truck is parked about as close as I want it to be. Battery just sitting there for now. It gives me enough room to reach the cables. So next we're going to start the truck, make sure it's idling good. Then I'll hook up the cables to the truck. What I like about this truck, they give you a marked ground point right here. And this is your positive connection down here. So you just put your jumper cable down there and not try to get it on your top post, which is pretty freaking close to the metal. Alright, you could get to this one pretty easy. But getting down to there, giant pain in the butt. So it's really nice that they give you this. Alright, kick the tires and light the fires. Hopefully, metaphorically on the fires. Man, the seat is filthy. I swear, if I could find the mate, I'd fire him or her. Apparently it's me. I'm fired! Woohoo! Okay. Air brake startup. When you first turn the key on, you're going to have zero pressure. So your alarms will go off for low air pressure. And then we go for start. We'll watch the gauge down here for air pressure. This is assuming anything actually works. So right down here, I think I can see that. More or less. Okay. Key on. Okay, there's my warning for the air brakes. Go for start. That's encouraging. Oh, hell yeah! It's been sitting since April. It's the end of July, so April, May, June, 4 months. Started right up. Just the battery didn't have enough power to go. Okay, we got a rainstorm coming. I'm going to disconnect the jumper cables and just get the truck out of the way. I'm not driving anything right now though. But I want to let the battery charge up and then we'll let it sit for a while and see if it'll start again. Very happy. Okay, air pressure's coming up on 1. 1 needle's down. There we go. He told me that they sometimes would stick, so one will stay up and one goes down. I'm almost at 60 now. That alarm should go off any time now. Pressure coming up. Oh, I know what I'm hearing. The rear door alarm is going off. I thought that was the air pressure alarm. So we're good on air, no problem. Very encouraging. Temperature hasn't come up yet. Good oil pressure. Idle sounding better. And we're showing basically zero gas. Okay. Now, the truck is disconnected. I'm going to just wait a second and then see if it'll start or if I'm going to need to jump it again next time. That's long enough for now. Let's just give it a shot. That's the rear door alarm. Okay. Might need to jump it next time, but that's encouraging. Okay. Good. That's a successful test. In case I don't mention it, it feels good to sit in this seat again, even though if it's just a temporary thing. Oh, co-pilot. Every day in your motorhome is like a, what do they say, a level 8 earthquake on a Richter scale, something like that. because you're constantly moving. Everything is bouncing around, and it's like being in an earthquake constantly. Anytime you're moving, sitting still, yeah, the wind moves the bus around a little bit, but you don't really feel like, oh my God, the world is going to end. But you drive down a bumpy road. I mean, your house doesn't move, so you just don't think about it. But you go bumping down a road and turning around corners and slamming on the brakes and everything like that. Every stinking thing moves, and it's just part of the lifestyle. So you need to build it in such a way that it doesn't break, and you need to secure everything down, and you need to put things together. Like, for instance, if you got plates, you just put a washcloth between every plate, and then you don't hear them rattling all the time, that kind of thing. I don't have a lot of experience, although I did drive a motorhome across Canada, so I guess that kind of counts. It was a fairly decent little trip from Ontario to Alberta, so not completely across Canada. There's still another 1,000 miles I missed, but it was a pretty good little trip. I drove this bus only 2 days, so I really never got used to it. But now I'm remembering those front wide-angle mirrors are going to be great for this, because I can see the whole front bumper, so I can tell exactly where the bush is that I'm about to run over. Side shot. I think that's what it is too. They get used to where they get their little rabbit runs, and they come zipping through here, and then all of a sudden, oh, there's a wheelbarrow in the way, and then the truck's there. What's going on? They're really going to be confused next time. They're funny. It's not like they're tame, but maybe they're just brave enough because they know they can run away if they need to. But hey there, little guy. What are you doing out here? You're just chilling. I know I'm here, but you don't see me, do you? They're literally 10 feet from me. And this is why I don't live in town. I'm not even being really quiet. He's just chilling. Okay, I'm going to call that a success. Resoundingly. I'm just slightly sad I nicked my cactus. I lost track of where it was, and I knocked off that one big, whatever you call it, pod. So that one right there got knocked off. And it got hit by the muffler, or the exhaust pipe. There's a little bit of cactus in there. How should we celebrate our victory? Oh, before I get too happy with myself, let's check out the carnage. I was so busy looking where I was going, I really wasn't listening. A few of these chairs did move around. So let's get a light here. Where is the light? There's the light. Okay, so laptops stayed where they were. That's good. Nothing moved there. That was basically there. This whole workstation looks okay. Nothing fell off of here, so I did good there. Grandpa's lamp is still intact. Nothing fell off of here. I had taken the microwave off before I moved, and all of the food and stuff is in that laundry hamper. Microwave is there. Back here, things were kind of, they couldn't move very far. Okay, nothing that I left up here fell. I would have heard that, I think. So that worked out okay. Yeah, the totes didn't have anywhere to go, so that worked out. On top of the deep freeze, there's a cardboard box back there. That didn't move at all. Or it moved and went back to where it was, either way. I don't think anything fell from up here. I picked off, oh look at that. This was how gentle things were. I forgot to move those. That's a ceramic bowl on top of a ceramic plate. There's a little bit of like a bandana underneath it, but it didn't fall off. So I was, considering it was rough surface, it actually worked out pretty well. I am quite happy. So let's check out our digs now. We come out the door. Now we're facing south. The bus is pretty close to cardinal compass points. I think that's the right word. So facing forward, that's east. Sunrise will be in front of us. Oh look, you can almost see us on the mirror. Anyway. Sunset is directly behind me. Now because of the time of the year, the sunset isn't quite where it's supposed to be. Well, the sun will set wherever it wants to set, I suppose. So now I got to be looking out my back window for sunsets, but I'll see the sunrise out the windshield. I can live with that. I've got a relatively flat area under the bus, and it's been carefully backed down by me backing over it 100 times. I've got a nice area back here, so I don't stumble over anything. I've got enough room to walk all the way around the bus, with that one exception there, but I can get around that. I've got better access now than I did before. This is kind of a mound here that if I was worried about it, I probably would have shoveled it out. I'm not worried about it, but there's kind of a high point right there. Yeah. But yeah, I've got basically clean ground underneath now. That's better than I had it in the first spot. I've got enough room, I can drop the hood to the front, and I might have trouble with that bush if I want to walk back and forth with the hood open. I may not worry about that right now. Okay, facing east. No bus. Yay. So, this is the driveway, the new driveway that I made a few days ago. This takes us up to where the garage is. Now, if we swing to the north, there's the bus in the new parking spot. Next to it, the motorcycle, which almost is invisible in the dark, and then the truck. And the sunset behind us-ish. Cool.